Day 3, Mikey, your hands can't hit what your eyes can't see. Woo.
Day 3, Mikey. Your hands can't hit what your eyes might at any point see. As you truly thought I was celebrating, we around here high elevation Colorado Springs with the Olympians group use of boxing. We should get it. We should go. Mike Tyson has detonated because of Jake Paul's joke, unfortunately. Jake Paul has become so unrepentant and hard of hearing to the calls of boxing experts who have requested more from him. As far as regard and courteousness, another preparation film has been spilled where Jake Paul was seen ridiculing Mike Tyson as well as downplaying his vocation too. Accordingly, Mike Tyson, who is an expert with regards to giving rebounds and responding irately, has blown the psyche of numerous with his assertions to Paul. We should listen to him. Jake Paul has kept on lighting the intensity in front of the eagerly awaited session against Mike Tyson on July 20th. There has been a ton happening in the form to this confrontation, and it has come as a shock given the two characters engaged. With this matchup, they are two extremely frank men from two unique ages and periods. Expectedly, there's certainly going to be some garbage talking debates and show until the day shows up. Sign the agreement. Enormous Kids signed the agreement. No issue. Saturday, July 20th. See you there, pal. You heard it right, mother. I'm battling Mick the Drake CSE. No doubt. I figure you ought to advise Drake to wager on Mike this battle when Drake at long last wagered on me against Tommy Rath. I lost too. I feel like, okay, it's really a genuine article that is genuine. Brother Drake kindly bet on Mike. The most recent portion in the episode of Shows and Discussions is Jake Paul's new dubious assertion deriding Mike Tyson, and his vocation and the baddest man on earth has not delayed the slightest bit in giving a reaction. Ongoing video preparing film of Jake Paul has attempted to ridicule Mike Tyson as Paul, during the time spent giving a test message to Tyson, expressed a few words that most certainly didn't go down well with the boxing legend. Day 3, Mikey. Your hands can't hit what your eyes can't see, Paul said in the as of late spilled preparing film. Day 3, Mikey. Your hands can't hit what your eyes mightn't music at any point see, Paul in that recording re-stressed what nearly everybody had been talking about since the session among Paul and Tyson was made authority. He didn't just stop at that. He proceeded to discharge shots at Tyson's profession in one more spilled film. He said, Mikey, your legend is here. I'm your legend when you were my age. You haven't accomplished portion of what I accomplished on seeing this. A fan jested. Paul thinks an accomplishment is having a YouTube channel of 20 million devotees. Tyson had none, yet the entire world was following him, thriving in one more as of late. Made post by Jake Paul on a virtual entertainment stage in Instagram few days prior, the 27-year-old posted a photograph of himself going head-to-head with Mike Tyson in front of the eagerly awaited standoff. And he inscribed the photograph "the best heavyweight fighter on earth," and Mike Tyson, obviously Paul's virtual entertainment inscription, had started a few responses as he had in a roundabout way alluded to himself as the best heavyweight fighter on earth, a title or depiction more befitting of his forthcoming adversary Mike Tyson, who was for sure a double-cross title holder in his dynamic years. Nobody can reject that Tyson had a famous lifetime, as he is broadly viewed as one of the best heavyweight fighters ever. He ruled as the undisputed world heavyweight champion from 1987 to 1990. Tyson was great to the point that he won his initial 19 expert battles by knockout, 12 of them being in the primary round, guaranteeing his most memorable title quite early on. Of 20 years, Tyson likewise holds the record as the most youthful ever fighter ever to come out on top for a heavyweight championship. He was the principal heavyweight fighter to, at the same time, hold the WBA, WBC, and IBF titles, as well as the main heavyweight to bring together them in progression. The next year, Tyson turned into the lineal top dog when he took out Michael Spinks in 91 seconds of the main round. It is clear that Mike Tyson previously had his name dug in the trenches of history as one of the greats in confining, as well as sports in general anyway. It is no longer news that Tyson will be 58 when he goes facing a 27-year-old Jake Paul at the AT&T Arena on July 20th. Importance: there will be a 31-year age hole between the two contenders, a circumstance that has left Paul fervently accepting that he enjoys the greatest benefit heading into the conflict. However, it is still prevalently trusted that in spite of being in his late 50s, Mike Tyson stays one of the most grounded warriors, with many accepting that he actually got perhaps of the most grounded punch in boxing. Tyson's ravaging and quick hostile methodology stood him out during his excellent years, and when he planned to answer Jake Paul, he stayed with his choice never to offer Jake Paul such a lot of consideration any longer. His reaction was short and basic. The vocation you discourtesy will be restored on July 20th, and you'd have the right words a short time later. I won't burn through my time chatting with the numbnuts. Tyson has spoken about the recovery of his profession and appearing to be more genuine than at any other time in his most recent preparation and competing film. It is apparent that the boxing legend actually has the stuff to land an overwhelming knockout on any rival, including Jake Paul, as obvious from film. Even Tyson's coach Rafael Cordo, who was an expert MMA contender, has experienced issues staying aware of him, yet Paul certainly accepts that Tyson will not have the option to contact him. As per him, he has the speed and deftness to counter Mike Tyson's methodology. "You can't hit what you can't see" was an explanation that suggested Tyson will not have the option to see him, and as such will not have the option to contact him. Discuss of overcoming music him, and this assertion hoped to be conceived out of the degree of certainty Jake Paul had gathered over the long haul, as he had certainly liked himself to evade Tyson's punches before now. One of the greatest inquiries going into the coordinate has been the way Jake Paul intends to manage Tyson's hostile methodology and how he would need to safeguard himself against those punches. Specialists have even guaranteed Tyson's initial way to deal with the match could decide the match in no time, flat contingent upon how fit and prepared Tyson would be on the match day, and how Paul would seem to manage the assaults. It stayed an exceptionally prevalent thinking, and surprisingly, an agreement that a contender of Jake Paul's getting into the ring with Mike Tyson would be exceptionally self-destructive. I found each Tyson battle on something on the web and observed every one of them. Man, his initial 10 battles went 30 seconds each, like you get their initial 10 genius battles, and he's simply killing individuals, and afterward, at last, essentially they begin going a couple of rounds. Yeah, it's like they couldn't get anyone to leave in that frame of mind with him sufficiently long to get any genuine work, and it's so amazing too, cause he had such a drawback according to and arrive at viewpoint everybody he was battling. I mean, he resembles 5'11", 510. He's battling folks that are 66 Bone Smasher Smith, and a portion of these felines were colossal, yet he gets up under their chest and throws those uppercuts. Each jab, either hand, each point will kill you, said the anchors of the Creep and Beardo digital broadcasts. While dissecting the strength of Mike Tyson, I found each Tyson battle on something on the web and observed every one of them. Fella, it's his initial 10 battles went 30 seconds each, like you get past his initial 10 master battles and he's killing individuals right, and afterward, at last, essentially they begin going a couple of rounds, yet he's like they couldn't get any to leave in that frame of mind with him sufficiently long to get any genuine work. Consequently, regardless of the size of the rival, they just couldn't stand Tyson, who was not really a major man, as he stood moderately little, around 5'10", 51. Tyson was a definitive monster slayer when he arose as a youthful, gifted fighter. Tyson was taking out individuals left, right, and center when he was Paul's age, and in any event, when he was way more youthful as when he was as yet a 10-foot teen fighter. The influence and strength of Tyson at his pinnacle was incredible, and unquestionably the most elite could have a possibility of offering the ring to him, not to discuss having the option to beat him. Iron Mike Tyson sent dread down the spine of adversaries. Anyway, Paul and everybody in his camp have consistently kept on bragging about his capacities ahead. The session on July 20th, I'm more youthful, speedier, and quicker, Jake Paul had before said on his online entertainment handles in regards to the battle with Mike Tyson. Obviously, Tyson has been resigned for quite some time now, with his last battle coming in 2020 in what was a display match against Roy Jones Jr., and presently he's back again for this presentation match that certainly includes large chunks